The entry-level luxury segment is filled with cars that have the respective marketing departments hyping up racetrack prowess or tire-scorching performance credentials. Yet, many shoppers in that very segment are simply searching for the opulence and high-end tech features of a traditional luxury vehicle. Ideally, it would come at a somewhat reasonable price, offering exactly that, and without the sporting pretenses. The 2015 Lexus ES350 is a compelling example of how choices in this gateway segment aren't all the same. So, let's go ahead and check it out. Now, as far as styling goes on the vehicle, I think it's quite restrained. However, you do have pretty nice looking projectors and LED daytime running lights for a much more premium presence. Now, this vehicle was also redesigned in the 2013 model year, and when they introduced it for the 13 model year, they introduced the spindle grille design, and they have that across all of their Lexus vehicles. Now, I think it looks quite good with the spindle grille. I think it looks distinctive, and I like how this car has a pretty classy look as well. Now, here's the key fob for the vehicle. You do have the Lexus symbol on the back of the key fob. Pretty traditional looking Toyota Lexus key here. You have your lock, unlock to release your trunk, and then your panic button right there. Now, it is a obsidian black exterior color with smart key access on the driver and passenger doors, with a full-on black leather interior. Power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar as well. Now, stepping on inside of the vehicle here, as you can see, it's a very luxurious and has a very high quality look, wrapped in lots of opulence. Now, you do have push button ignition, of course. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. Leather wrapped steering wheel with wood grain. Now, coming to your transmission, you have pretty standard stuff here. 6-speed automatic with manual shiftability. Putting the vehicle into reverse does display the rear view camera with guidance lines. And you also do have trajectory. And then when you also put the vehicle into reverse, the mirrors do tilt down. And let's go ahead and turn on the lights. And the hazards too. All windows are fully automatic. And let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot monitoring. Now, when the Lexus ES350 was redesigned in the 2013 model year, it went from a Camry-based platform to the more larger Avalon. And the results are essentially more interior space. It's also a larger vehicle than the previous generation ES. Now you do have your high-intensity discharge headlights with your LED daytime running lights and LED fogs too. The LED fogs are also standard equipment. Now, under the hood of this ES, you have Toyota's corporate 3.5-liter V6 that they love to use in many Toyotas as well as Lexuses, producing 268 horses at 6,200 RPM and 248 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM, with EPA estimates being 21 in the city and 31 on the highway. Now, you do have the option of a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder hybrid that gets really good gas mileage, earning up to the 40s in EPA estimates. Overall, it's a pretty smooth and refined powertrain, providing decent acceleration with decent fuel economy. And not to mention, it's also very reliable. Now, pricing of the ES starts at $37,550 and can easily move all the way up to $47,000 depending on what package you choose. Now, There's many different packages to choose in the Lexus ES. Now, while the Lexus ES doesn't have any real main direct competitors, one car that can compete with it sort of is the Buick Lacrosse, as well as maybe the Acura TLX, as well as the Infiniti Q50. However, this isn't a rear-wheel drive sports sedan, it's front-wheel drive. So that's what kind of makes it in a class of its own. Now this particular one costs $45,812. And like I said, EPA estimates are 21 in the city and 31 on the highway. Coming to the rear, you have LED tail lamps with dual exhaust tips and rear parking sensors as well. Shark fin antenna on the top. Pretty restrained looking, very elegantly styled. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors are located right here. Memory seat settings for 3 people. Nice soft touch armrest with nice stitching, what you would expect from a luxury vehicle. Soft touch on the mid door panel and upper door panel as well. And you also do have chrome door handles. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Now, as far as build quality and materials go inside of this vehicle here, nice soft touch materials abound all over the place. Build quality is pretty excellent. However, there are some cost cutting when it comes to the materials, essentially right here. In some cars, there will be a nice leather stitching right here. However, they did cheapen out on some interior plastics. This is also a hard touch material right here. But you do have this nice premium stitching that goes through the dashboard, and everything for the most part has the highest of quality materials. And then you also do have pretty exquisite build quality, what you would expect in a luxury vehicle. Now coming up here, you have your garage home link, auto dimming rearview mirror, SOS safety connect up there, interior illumination lighting, your sunroof with a sliding shade. Sunroof controls are located right here. Now as far as the seats go, the seats are wrapped in a nice buttery soft leather. That's how usually Lexuses are, however, but it's a really nice high quality leather, I have to say. Very comfortable, especially if you're taking a long road trip in this vehicle. Now coming down here, you have your heated and ventilated front seats, rear sunshade back there. There's the button for that. And then right here is where you control your infotainment system, which I'll get to in just a second. It's the mouse controller. Then right here you have a cup holder, and then this is your different driver selectable modes, and then your traction control off. And then another cup holder right here. Then coming to your center console, you have 2 USB ports, a power outlet, and an aux input. Decent amount of center console storage. Also nice and stitched and very high quality. Now coming to your center stack controls, the center stack controls are really simple and easy to use. You have dual zone automatic climate control, and usually luxury vehicles have very complicated controls, and some of them even use touch sensitive buttons that can get pretty frustrating to use on a daily basis. However, this one uses traditional knobs and buttons, which I love. Then you have your fan speeds, then your temperatures right here, front window defroster, rear window defroster, and your heated exterior side mirrors. And then coming right here, this controls your radio and then your different media sources up there, which I will get to in just a second. Now as far as visibility goes, visibility is pretty good. Lots of glass area all around. However, the A-pillar is slightly thick, but outward visibility is pretty good too, and rearward visibility is really good also. Lots of glass area all around. Now coming to the steering wheel design, love the steering wheel design, very high quality look and feel. Steering wheel mounted audio controls, and then Bluetooth phone controls, voice recognition, and then your cruise control stock right here. Then you also do have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Now let's get to the infotainment system. Now this is the mouse controller that Lexus has been using since, I would say, about 2010. Now this system can be a little distracting to use. However, you do have haptic feedback. Now right here you have your climate, your navigation, and your Lexus app suite where you can access various apps such as Pandora and iHeartRadio. Then coming to your info, that's going to show you your fuel consumption, traffic incidents, your weather. Pretty neat. Shows you your average speed as well. And then if you just want to go to the main menu, just click on menu right here. Easy as that. And then this is the home button right here. It shows you what radio station you're on if you have the audio on, and then your direction of travel, and then down there your fuel economy data. Now coming to your different media sources, you have AM, FM, XM satellite radio as well, Bluetooth streaming audio, iPod integration, optical disk drive, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all that good stuff. Then your auxiliary input too. And then you can also change some of the climate control functions from the little screen right there. And coming to your setup, you can change many different vehicle settings, like general settings like the button color, then your voice settings, Bluetooth settings, so you can pair a phone up, traffic, and then your Lexus app suite, and then your vehicle settings right here. You can do your Lexus Park Assist, maintenance schedules, vehicle customization, your door lock settings, climate settings, light settings, many different settings. And then coming to your nav, I love the nav in this system. Very great rendering, and the graphics, it's just really crisp and clear, very easy to read as well. You can also enter in the destination by voice too. However, this doesn't have the new technology where Lexus has the touchpad, so you can enter in the destination that you can get on higher end Lexus vehicles. But overall, I love this nav system. Works very well. And overall, I love this infotainment system. However, in the future, I would probably like to see them get rid of the mouse controller. Now coming right here, you have your rear parking sensors button, and then your blind spot detection. And then this is slots for some other optional safety technologies. Now you also do have rain sensing windshield wipers. Headliner is also very nice and soft and very high quality too. Now coming to your gauges, very crisp and clear and easy to read, like a traditional Lexus. And then you do have your driver selectable modes, like I said, it's from this little dial right here. Now you do have a normal mode, and then it also lights up right up here to show you what mode you're in. Then your sport mode, as you can see, it just lit up red. And then your eco mode for saving fuel, as you can see, it just lit up blue. And then basically that little system is going to show you your exterior temperature readout, and then your trip odometer as well. Now, the 2015 ES delivers a very refined driving experience that's bolstered by a V6 engine that's smooth and pretty responsive. At highway speeds, the cabin remains remarkably silent, mostly devoid of wind, road, or engine noise. Bumps and ruts in the road are also nicely absorbed. However, don't expect complete isolation from road imperfections, as this current ES is actually tuned a little bit to deliver more of a balance between out-and-out comfort and handling precision. Through turns, the steering is commendably accurate for a big sedan. Still, the ES350 Sport Mode provides a welcome increase in steering effort, since the steering feels a little too light in the normal mode. Now, I also do like this analog clock that spruces up the interior just a little bit too as well. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the ES. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Materials and build quality do follow through in the rear. Chrome door handles back here as well. Now, since this current generation ES is actually based off of the Avalon platform, you do get more interior room and more leg space as well. And even the previous generation ES was still pretty roomy overall, but even just got roomier. I can even cross my legs back here if I wanted to. But back here you do have rear air vents, dual mat pockets, rear armrest with cup holders. And then a panoramic sunroof is also optional, as well as heated rear seats. Very comfortable back here. Seats are very nicely well bolstered. Pretty surprised there. And then you also do have a rear sunshade as well. Alrighty. Now trunk space is okay overall. However, my major gripe is that the rear seats don't fold down 60-40 split, but you do have a ski trunk pass-through in your Lexus cargo net. Now if you do get the ES hybrid, the trunk space will actually be compromised due to the battery pack. So if trunk space is a priority, you might want to go with the ES350 instead of the hybrid. Now I also like that they do give you this little handle that makes it even easier to lift down the trunk. Powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. Very high quality glove box, lined with felt as well. Alrighty. So the 2015 Lexus ES350 remains the standard bearer for relaxed, luxuriously insulated transportation. The competition has narrowed the gap over the years, however, though, so it's hardly your only option for an entry-level luxury sedan. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.